This is why I have so much admiration for you both, because not only do you have to learn these incredibly difficult pieces, but then you have to relearn them in a way that you can both do at the same time, which is absolutely incredible. I mean, it must take you so long to then learn a piece, but then relearn it again afterwards to make sure that you don't like bump into each other's hands or this and that. I mean, it must take forever to do that.
Yeah, exactly. It takes a long time. And we also, it's important to point out that what we used to read, to learn our pieces after losing our sight, because we were sighted before, and we were able to read conventional music notation. But after losing our eyesight, we had to find something different, another way of learning new pieces. So what we are using nowadays, it's a software which enables us to listen to it's a kind of audio descriptive score, to make it easier, because it's quite complex. So this software verbalizes all of the elements in a musical piece, and it kind with the arrow keys, you can navigate through the score, and it verbalizes everything, but it's not the same. And I've seen it, reading it. You cannot do it at the same time. So your hands are on the computer, and you need to play as well with your fingers. And that's why we have to listen to the audio description of the score. And then we mash in those. It's like the image of the score is in our minds. It's crazy thing that happens. But that's the way we found to replace the sheet of music, the conventional music notation, and it takes time. It's like yes, as you said, social. It's like to learn it twice.
Exactly.
And, to memorize it, and then to ensemble everything. That's fun. But the most difficult part, I think, it's the part that we have to learn to see which notes it's which, or the chords. It's quite hard, but it's useful at the same time.
Is this Dancing Dots, the software that you mentioned?
Yeah.
Dancing Dots.
It's Lime Aloud. What it is what we're using is Lime Aloud from Dancing Dots, which is that company offers cutting edge technology for the blind. Which is
incredible.
Yes,
I mean,
incredible.
How long have you been using Dancing Dots?
For more than 10 years, I think.
10 years.
Over 4 years, or maybe 12. But maybe formally 10 years ago, because we started doing playing 11 years ago. In 2010, we decided to come back to music again professionally after losing a sight with this technology. And it was a kind of challenge about the very beginning, because we didn't know what is going, how was going to be. Or is it going to work, or is it not going to work? And doing a master's degree in London was a big challenge, and we wanted to test if it was in fact accurate or not. And that was the biggest challenge, I think.
I want to get into that, actually, because obviously you went to Trinity, didn't you both? You both went to Trinity. Yeah. How was that for you both? Going from Buenos Aires to Trinity to London, how was it for you both?
It was incredible. We
Really?
loved it. At first it was difficult, yes. You find, living in Buenos Aires is very different from living in London. but London is an amazing city, so we got accustomed to it very easily. And also, people from Trinity Laban was so great, so kind, especially people who were working for disabled people. James Hitchens, especially, very thanks to him, we had everything, that we needed. Yes, it was a challenge, as Fabiana said, because you are doing a master's degree anyway. So it is very, very strict. You have to do things, many things at the same time, play the repertoire for the different examinations. And it was a great challenge to test if this system works or not. And we found out that we really, really have to be very, concentrated and very to get down on it, on playing, on performing. And well, I don't know what to say. What would you like to say, Fabiana, about
we have to pay much more attention to the details sometimes. We learned a lot from this experience, apart from everyone's who travel abroad and experience living in another country, in a big city like London. But in terms of art and knowledge and the methods we would bring into Trinity Laban, it was like, it's like learning as well from ourselves, from our teachers. Sometimes some very good advices, like, what about this point, this thing, does it describe is it described in your the software you use? Let's see, let's go and check. It's a double check, please let me double check. And and realize that we had to pay much more attention to details, and that's what we needed to do, because sometimes the software itself offers a lot of features we weren't paying attention to. So that's learning about technology, about many other things, and and trying to improve, not only in terms of techniques, piano technique, but also in trying to find the best way of learning a new pieces.
By chance as well, did you get to meet any other students who were in similar situations to you two in terms of having disabilities?
Well, yes, we did have one of our mates. He was, I don't remember where from, Paula.
Neither do I. He was, another blind musician. He was studying composition. There was a singer who was from the UK.
Yes, right.
And we were 4 in total, visually impaired students. And really, we were we both felt very comfortable at Trinity. And also we had all the possibilities. We had a mobility trainer who helped us, to move around the different places, to go, to have our independence. And it was great, really. That was a great part of the Trinity course, because also we learned that you are in a big city like London, you can be very independent, and that's a great thing as well. And also moving around the college, which is quite difficult, the different places, the different um, you if you wanted to go to the practice rooms and to find out which one was yours. And the mobility trainer told us and taught us everything, how to move around, to find the places. Very useful for a visually impaired person or visually impaired student.
Yeah, so another one I want to add to this, which is very relevant thing to say, is that the four of us, had different ways as well of conceiving this way of learning pieces or working with music, which is fantastic, because there's not just only one way of doing things. Maybe the blind community of musicians may say are in favor of maybe braille music notation, which is fine. But in our case, as we were sighted before and we lost our sight, it was we had to find another way of learning new pieces, as we were discussing. And no drama at all. Everyone can do it on their own pace. Whatever it is, the technology or anything you need to do it, it's okay. It's okay if you need braille music notation, if you need another screen reader software. We've got options, and that's it was a very important part of the course as well. Learning from others, that is a kind of diversity in education in terms of visual impairment as well. It's not that the blind, this is the best way for the blind. No, it's the blind individuals as well, and to respect their own way of working with music. It's absolutely incredible. So that thanks to Trinity Laban, or maybe other universities as well. I don't know. We've been doing this course at Trinity Laban. It was amazing experience.